awesome, cool. This man needs no introduction, but could you introduce yourself to our site visitors at Pop Culture Madness, please?
When you hear me, wolves cry my name. When you hear me, when you see my face, mothers, milk comes out of their teat. I am the one, the only, the mythological, in person, once in a lifetime, once in a garden of roses, there's one white rose, and that white meat is me. I'm Dahvie, motherfucking Vanity, at your service.
Thank you so much. So, fill us in. There's some big news. Right now, we're out on the Seeing Is Dead tour here in...
Cool, it's finally dead. Let it rest in peace. Let it rest in peace.
So, how's the tour been going?
It's fun. It's been really exciting. I think every show keeps getting better and better. I lost my virginity the other night. It was very interesting.
Congratulations.
I'll never get it back. Let's see here. Jay had an abortion on stage, and it's been going really good. Like, the fans have been coming out. We almost sold out Allentown. We sold out like 3 or 4 of the shows already.
Nice.
And it's all been a blessing. So our fans have been really cool. I've seen some tits. Seen a lot of tits from moms. Course.
Oh, mom tits.
Yeah, a mom like straight up like.
So we're getting a lot of milk.
So the other night, yeah, we're getting a lot of moms, and man, it's like butterfly season. You better grab your net. So, I got this mom, and she got on her knees on stage the other night and just kissed my dick in front of everybody, like 900 people.
Oh my god.
That was awesome. It was glorious.
Well,
I felt like the guy from 300. This is Sparta.
That's going to be like one of those questions years from now. What's the memory?
This is Sparta! Ah! It was fun. It was really cool. I had a good time.
It's awesome.
You like that, right? When I rage and then it's quite elementary, my
dear. I did. So we have the new EP to talk about.
Anthem of the Motherfucking Outcasts. And we're so stoked about it. We wrote this at a time, we just got off Warped Tour. And we were we kind of need to change it up a little bit, put more blood and less dance floor for this one. We wanted to go a little bit more chaotic with our sound and kind of take our inspirations kind of came from like Motley Crue and AFI and things like that. So we were kind of doing something like our childhood influences, like people that we grew up in high school with that we worshipped and really appreciated in music. And it was magnificent. We kind of put the pieces together of our childhood through this one, and we wrote a lot about the things that got us through high school and things like that. A lot of the messages and meanings. So it was really cool. We all pretty much grew up like outcasts. We were never the cool kids. We were never in normal lunchroom situations and stuff like that. We would sit with the freaks. We would sit with the people who were the parents didn't accept them and things like that. So. It was very relatable as far as I wanted to go back in time, and I wanted to make a music that would emulate that. So a lot of these kids that could listen to it, they could be like, "Hey, I'm not alone." You know what I mean? I think a lot of us sometimes feel forsaken and abandoned, and music is sort of like our sanctuary.
Yeah,
it takes us away from reality. So it was really cool to kind of sit down and do that, and it was a deeper side of who we are. A lot of people misunderstand us because, we like to piss people off musically and we don't give a fuck. I think that's what makes us awesome. But at the same time, there's this really cool, deep side to us that we never really show or put in the music until recently. And we're just kind of more open with ourselves now, musically and creatively.
How's the fan feedback been with that?
Really positive. Really positive. I mean, of course, you can't make everybody happy, but I look at it this way: it's quantity, not quality, or excuse me, quality, not quantity. Derp. I just had a derp moment there, but and it's the quality, not the quantity. It's appreciating the people that have been there from you since day one, people that would appreciate and love you no matter what. And the thing about it is just this is not going to be our entire sound for the rest of our career, and this is just going to be a chapter. Every album we make is a chapter. And you know, it's us discovering things, it's us exploring. We can't just limit ourselves to one thing. And we've never really written an album that was geared more towards blood, and then less dance floor. We've always done dance floor, and then we added a little dash of blood. So this one is more like a bloodbath. From a lot of things, like the first song goes into the story of Lucifer. I felt a lot of relatism with Lucifer. Not saying that I'm satanic or anything. Obviously, I'm Catholic, but you know, it's sort of I just found it really fascinating, the story of Lucifer, and I was very intrigued by it. And I was like, Lucifer is like the original outcast.
Oh yeah, it's the
He's
angel
like the
that
main,
fell from heaven.
the
kind
dark
of thing,
angel,
yeah.
the guy who was cast down.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really, I was like, this is perfect. This is totally Anthem of the Outcasts, and I feel like a lot of us are abandoned and forsaken, and I felt like, you know, we can't give up, no matter like how dark the hour gets, no matter how fucked up we've been wronged. We must learn to forgive those and move forward. And I think a lot of people need to learn more mercy. But I think there's a star that burns in all of us, and we just have to reignite that fire sometimes.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes the world just puts it out. And are we gonna stay desolate and cold for the rest of our lives, or are we gonna, you know, stand up and you know, rise and try to, you know, not be consumed by negative energy? So that's kind of like what we're going for with the Anthem of the Outcast. So it's a really cool album. I think it's vocally it's our best one, and musically it's a whole new direction. But we are gonna come out with another. It's a two album piece next year, and it's kind of like a yin and a yang thing that we got going on. So one of the album is like really fucked up and really dark, and the other half of the album is really light and powerful and meaningful.
How far along are you in the process of?
We just started writing it
Okay.
like the other day. The black disc, or should I say the red disc, will be called Audio Pornography.
Okay.
And then the other one is like a whole different thing. I think it's going to be Final Heaven. It's going to be a blue disc. So it's like a red pill, a blue pill. So it's whatever your dose is. So I think it's kind of like merging the two sounds together. It's like one of them, it's going to be like a rock, you know, hard, like brutal album. And then the other one is going to be like a little bit of dance. And then the other one's going to be like more dubstep, more electronic, more trancey kind of like stuff. So it's going to be definitely like taking blood and dance floor to the whole new level. And that's what the whole point of music should challenge ourselves musically, so we can advance and we can only grow bigger. And that's the whole point of it. We're just trying to like take our sound, and you know, we're not trying to change or anything. Like, we're just trying to like discover new things. And I think with Anthem and Evolution this year, releasing those two albums, I think we know musically where to go a lot better
Yeah,
now.
that's what I love so much, is that you guys are not afraid to be experimental and not get stuck in one particular thing, and it's fantastic.
We don't take, I look at mistakes as like a blessing in disguise, because if you didn't make mistakes, how could you ever learn from that?
Exactly.
And I look at it as a learning experience, and then I take that experience and then I learn from it. Like, you know, it's like you know, somebody whacking you in the head with a stick, like, you're like, oh fuck man, that hurts, dude. And then like somebody goes again, but then you catch it and you're like, well, I learned from that. And that's kind of like the same philosophy that we've 2012 was a phenomenal year for us. I mean, we sold 40,000 records of Evolution. We don't have a major label pushing it. We don't have, you know, a lot of what other bands have, and that's cool. We've been punk rock since 2007. We've done it all. We're very DIY. I pretty much own BOTDF LLC. I run my own company. I run the merch department too. I pretty much create all the merch designs with a few of the designers that we hire. So this whole entire empire is controlled by me, and Jay definitely helps out a lot too. Yeah. So it's definitely a wonderful partnership, and I have a great other half. I mean, I'm blessed. It's a good team, and we wouldn't be here without our fans. And thank you very much for supporting us and believing in us, because you guys have made this all possible, and I worship you. You are the golden gods of the internet. Thank you very much.
So the
Roll with the punches.
It does look fantastic.
Roll with the punches. Though. Yeah, it's actually we shot a lot of the footage in our home.
Was it 7 different cities that you went to put it together?
It was, we went to Flagstaff, we went to Ocean Beach,
Okay.
California. We did it some of the footage in Sedona. So we went to like basically our favorite like areas where we go to like meditate and relax and kind of get away from the world. So it was really cool. Like
the video's got that vibe.
The video's very lonely, and the whole point is like we wanted to capture different scenes of us, you know, being a typical outcast, because that's how we feel sometimes. Like, you know, sometimes we feel really lonely and distant from the world, and we wanted this setting to be that way and stuff like that. Even among friends, you know, sometimes I feel alone at a table full of friends, and the only thing that's keeping me warm is a drink in my hands, and I'm drinking. It's not because I want to be that way. It's just because that's just how I am, you know. And I just don't want to be like the rest. I want to be myself. I think everybody wants to be themselves, but you know, it's just sometimes we just need a little love and a little bit of compassion. But I think what people should realize is we need to appreciate everybody's individuality. And know that, hey, that person is not going to change because I asked them to change or because I want them to change. I think we all have a choice to be who we are, and I think people should just respect that. You know what? That's your grass. That's how green it's ever going to be. Then I appreciate your happiness. That's awesome. Like, I send you compassion. I send you mercy. I send you respect. I think a lot of us need to learn that lesson. So, you know, some people shouldn't judge us for what we look like. I mean, I think everybody should at least take the chance to get to know somebody and discover what they're about. And if they're not, they're a complete psycho bag that wants to kill you, you know, just get them away from you. But, you know, it's all about opening people's minds and stuff like that. Because not everybody's bad. Or not, you know, everybody is exactly what people make out others people to be.
Very true. Did you... What's next on the horizon after this tour?
We're taking 6 months off to work on a new record.
I'm sure that's much deserved too. You guys have
been
super busy.
I think we're gonna. We talked about it today. We're like, we want to work on our own leisure. We want to work on our own pace. So it's just, you know, and good things come with those who are patient. And we just really love our music, and we just want to be more patient with it, but create a perfect sound. So we're gonna take 6 months off to write, to create. We're going to have a bunch of studio sessions. We're going to start a video series about that. And then we're going to start touring all of summer. So we're doing an international tour. We're going to go to UK, Europe, Australia, the US, Canada. So we're definitely going to do an entire tour like that. And then we'll see where we go from there. I mean, that's pretty much the plan for next year. But definitely a double album is coming out.
That's awesome.
And it's going to be like a fire and ice kind of album. And Audio Pornography and Final Heaven, so it's gonna all kind of come together. And yeah, I mean, we're still, like I said, still in developing stages, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of the old sound and the new sound together, and I think that's just where we're at musically right now. But we're taking everything, we're advancing it, we're making it better than it was ever. The entire discography of our music. This is gonna be the album. We always push ourselves. Every album, we challenge ourselves to be better. And that's good music. It's all about challenging yourself and learning from that. And I feel like we've grown up in the past 6 or 7 years from like Let's Start a Riot to Evolution. It's definitely like building blocks. Like it's like kindergarten, like senior year.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like holy shit, like this is insane. So we're gonna continue growing, but I think we've reached this level now where this is it. This is where I feel comfortable. Like this is where the good stuff is starting to happen. Like I really feel it.
That's awesome.
So it's really exciting.
Well, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Hey, you get the word out, you get our voice out there. You know, it's cool that you represent the people. I mean, thank you so much for you taking time out of your schedule to interview little me, and I really appreciate it.
It was my pleasure.
Give me a hug.
Thank you so much.
God bless you guys. May joy be with you.